everyone, this is Paul. Welcome back to my channel, The Cavalier. So this video gives me an opportunity to vent off certain things that I have in my heart about Mass Effect Andromeda. Welcome to the episode of Gaming Discussion, and today we are going to be talking about the worst games of 2017. I should say worst game. There was no other worst game than this one that I'm going to be talking about right now. So to be wording it right before I start the video, it was not just the worst game, as it was also the disappointing game. By no means this game was below average. No point this game was, like 3, 4 out of 10, those sort of numbers. But this game was 6 out of 10, which in BioWare standard it's 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? So by our standard, but the games that we saw before these games, like Star Wars, Knight of the Old Republic, Jade Empires, the entire Mass Effect series, the entire Dragon Age series, they knew what they were doing in terms of gameplay, mechanics, storytelling, RPG elements and stuff like that, sandbox elements. To make a game in terms of RPG and open world is pretty simple. They have done it all the time. People are doing it all the time right now. But doing a game that is RPG and sandbox is a little bit tough, and that kind of like a mechanism is not worked out really well with other games that have come out since then, since Mass Effect 3. The best example is Mass Effect 2, because 10 out of 10, and it's a kind of game that people showcases as example. And when we all saw Mass Effect Andromeda in terms of like how their idea was going, their drawing, their paintings, their first artwork of the game, they're just showcasing bits and pieces of here and there. Since then we saw, okay, this game had something new in it, something better in it than the previous Mass Effect games. Even with the controversial ending, Mass Effect 3 to me was one of the best games out there, and many of the fans would agree with me, right, on this one. And no matter what, Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be a bad game just because of how fans perceived it. Now, the only reason that I got the game was because I wanted to start my YouTube channel, and I wanted to start it with Mass Effect Andromeda, my favorite game franchise of all time. And not just that, because when I saw the trailers, it was kind of like a disappointment for me personally, because when I saw the trailers, it was like a family sort of game. Okay, you have a family, you're gonna go to a new place, it just inspires you. The trailer literally inspired me. I'm not gonna kidding, because I'm not a Earth person. I like to travel I like to think myself as a traveling person to the stars, not within Earth. I won't travel. I like to sit in my room. But if I have a chance to travel to the galaxy, I would do that. So to me, it kind of like appealed. Oh shit, that's a game that I want to play, and I really got it because of that specific reason. And it was not, yeah, I don't know, it didn't like scream to me when I first played it, because the first 20 minutes of gameplay in Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, boom, boom, boom. You're hooked to the story, whatever they are trying to tell you. And I don't know, that was not there. And it was not convincing to me. It was not convincing at all. And the people would say that the animation, the facial animations, graphical empowerments are the problems of the game. I would not say that's the case, because if you take a look at the Mass Effect franchise, Mass Effect 2 had it, Mass Effect 3 had it. Despite of that, it got 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, because the story was compelling. The story was like, you holy shit, I don't fucking care how I look. I care what I'm doing. I don't care if I look bad when I'm committing genocide, because that is a bad thing in itself. So that sort of a thing that I'm saying. Overall, Mass Effect Andromeda is still up for debate, because I have not finished the game, so I can't say about certain things. But the character-wise, I don't see anyone that is screaming at me like, when you played Mass Effect 1, right? Kaidan was that problem. People said that he's the most least favorite character, he's the most least, boring character. He didn't bring anything to the table, and that's why I let him die in the Mass Effect 1 story arc. Spoilers, shit, I should have said spoilers. But it's 2007 game, come on, it's been, what, 11 years? People would have played it. But that kind of a problem was for me. Ashley, even though she was a racist, mean woman, she was a unique character. Liara was soft, kind-hearted, a genius. Garrus was awesome. He was the bro that you would do a fist bump with. So every one of them had something to bring to the table. Rex was just like a meat-headed, let me do it, let me go and do it, that sort of a guy. Tali was an engineer. She knew her way around the ship. She knew how to handle things on her own. So every one of the characters that I mentioned in Mass Effect universe They were amazing. In Mass Effect 2, we got introduced to new characters like Jack, Samara. They kind of brought in their own perspective into the world. Zahid, even, they kind of like a mercenary person who just wanted out for revenge. You can save him, you can show him that it's not just about revenge, it's about life and stuff like that. And Mass Effect 3, the same characters. ED came in, and then she took a human form, and trying to find love in that form was really, really heart touching. And to some people, it will be wow, who the fuck cares? I care. It's all about companions. RPG game, it's all about the companions. It's not about you. You are playing a character, and there are going to be other characters, and it's about how you interact with those characters. That's the whole point of the game. People miss it. And Mass Effect Andromeda missed it a whole lot, because when I first played it, I didn't get hooked to Ryder. Seriously, I didn't get hooked to Ryder at all. And it's like, oh my god, do I want to see? Okay, you know what? Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. So the playthrough is going like that. That's why I stopped playing it. I would have uploaded. I'm gonna upload. Surprise! 5 o'clock. It's gonna change. So I'm not gonna reveal what it is, but you're gonna see. So, and that's kind of like my let's play right now. I'm not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Mass Effect 3. Like on the other day, I had to take footage for my other video, so I played Mass Effect 3 again and recorded it. The first 10 minutes is like, oh yes, Commander Shepard is yes. It's like the senses just came over me. It doesn't matter how much I play Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm not finding that spark. It's not there. And when I first heard about it, oh my god, you're the aliens, you're gonna go to a new galaxy, you're gonna do these things, you're gonna find trouble, you're gonna do this. But obviously I'm gonna play the game. I'm a completionist. I just don't like to stop in the middle of the let's play and then stop it. You might showcase my different let's plays, but they will come back someday. But not now. But Mass Effect Andromeda is that kind of a deal for me, because I'd rather play some game that I enjoy, that I have not tried but I wanted to try, rather than this game just like, you know what, let's get through it. Let's go and see how this is. Let's go and see how that is. I like Cora in this game because she's unique in a way that she's like, she was supposed to be the boss, but she became a subordinate again. She's like Pistachio. I like that characters. I know that kind of like gives her unique perspective on things. I like Jal because he's kind of like an alien, has her own perspective on life. But I like PB sometimes, maybe because she kind of. I played other BioWare games. This is not my first game. I played Dragon Age Inquisition. I played Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Origins. I played Mass Effect Trilogy, because I know those characters kind of like overshadowed by some of the characters in the game. These characters are created not on a unique version, but created by some of the other characters. So that's the major problem here, because when I see PB, I'm not saying PB, I'm looking Sarah from Dragon Age Inquisition sorry. So that's kind of like a problem for me. And the story was not compelling at all. It was like when the first 10 minutes is like, okay, I'm open to the story. Okay, let's see where this goes. And then it just like, it didn't work out. And to me, the facial animation was not a problem, not by a long shot, but it didn't help anyone. If the graphic was pristine, the graphic was just fucking well done, and the open world was pretty much like, you know what, it's in your mind, then I think this would have been a perfectly normal game. 7 out of 10, no big deal, no fuss about it. But does it excite me for the next Mass Effect game? Let's not talk about that. Anyways, hit that like button if you like this video. Share the video with your friends and family. Stop posting around, and then subscribe button, also the notification icon on the sidebar. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about Mass Effect Andromeda in terms of disappointments. All I heard is like 9 out of 10 people have been disappointed by the game. So I can surely ask about what disappointed you the most in the game. Even though you like the game, even though you give it a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, that should be something that disappointed you in terms of gameplay, right? Let me know in the comments down below. For me, it was characters. It was they were bland. They didn't offer me anything. I like the way the dialogue tree changed in terms of not just Paragon Renegade, in terms of it's like the emotional, casual, professional, that kind of like response. I really liked it, but some of the lines were iffy. So what I wanted to say was not said in a convincing way. So that was a problem for me as a player. Whatever it is for you, let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, be peculiar, stay peculiar. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.